What is going on, Skull family? I'm Kyle. He's Darin, and this is the Purple Dopes with Hopes podcast. Victory Monday, Darin. Here we sit.
I mean, like I just told you, buddy, what a difference a week makes. Feeling a lot better this Monday than we did last Monday.
Oh my gosh, it continues to be the roller coaster of emotions every time we click record on this podcast. Speaking of this podcast, you are tuning into the Purple Dopes with Hopes podcast. Thank you guys for following along. Please make sure you follow the show on any of our podcast platforms. Hey, leave us a rating, leave us a review. We want to hear what you think of the podcast. And then also, if you are on YouTube, make sure you smash that sub button and then drop a comment of where you're listening from. We want to know where our Skull family is tuning in from. So please let us know. But Darin, we got to get into this. 48-10. Let's Skull, baby.
48-10, and it wasn't even that close.
You were there, man. I mean, I got to watch it from the comfort of my own home in Washington State, and it was electric in my own home with me and my three boys. I got to know, man, what was that energy like this week compared to last week when it comes to U.S. Bank?
So, again, the energy is always high when you get to the bank. By the end of the game last week, the energy had left the building.
Yeah.
And I think you felt it probably across the country. It was a weird week as a Vikings fan, right? Like, no one's giving up because we're going into week 3, but to go from being so excited to the letdown that was the Falcons game, you know, and side note, they lost 30-0 to the Panthers this week. So,
yeah, saw that.
What the heck?
I'm kind of
anyway. But we get in the building, and wow, like just people were excited to be there. I mean, no one's given up on this team. We know the talent's there.
Yeah.
And right from the get-go, man, Harrison Smith is back. They announced the defensive starters. And they obviously put Harry last, and that place exploded. I've never heard it louder during the starting lineup announcements.
Goosebumps, right?
It was pure insanity, man. It was, oh wow, it was so fun. Just getting the hitman back. I mean, and the guy just makes plays, play after play. Like it doesn't always show up in the stat sheet, but man, he just makes huge plays, right? And so. Yeah, Carson Wentz. I mean, we can start there, like first drive of the game.
Yeah, let's start with I mean, obviously, you know, having Hitman back is just like I just feel like it brought a new energy to that defense, which we saw a whole new energy from that defense, and we'll talk a little bit about that defense. But
we'll get there.
Yeah, let's start on the offensive side of the ball.
Sure.
We got a new quarterback in there, Carson Wentz. He comes out 173, 2 TDs, and I think the most important stat: 0 interceptions. He did not turn the ball over.
Yep.
We got Jordan Mason going for 116, 16 carries, and 2 TDs. Jefferson, 5 catches, 75 yards. It seems like that offense was back. So let's start with Wentz. What were your thoughts watching Wentz out there leading the Vikings?
I thought it was the perfect debut for Wentz, where he played good but not too good. Because I'm still a JJ guy. Like, JJ is our future. And I'm going to, until proven otherwise, I'm going to stick with that take. Wentz played good. He played good. He let us down, got that touchdown on the first drive. We were helped out by some penalties, which they were penalties, so it's not like the refs were, giving us gifts or anything like that. But helped out by a few penalties, goes down, hits Josh Oliver for that first touchdown. Did exactly what he had to do. I think KOC had the right scripted plays, which that's kind of an MO of KOC, right? He scripts the plays to start that first drive, and he usually does a pretty good job. So,
and I think
super psyched to see that.
And we talked about this. This was a little bit of the struggle with JJ, I think, in those first 2 games was those first couple series of scripted plays.
For sure.
Which, bringing in a guy like Carson Wentz, who has done that before, he's been doing it since 2016, I think that's a big change. And I noticed that on that first drive. He actually struggled more coming off that second, third. I think they went touchdown and then 3 straight 3-and-outs.
Exactly.
But that first drive was 100% scripted. Like you said, a couple penalties to help us out, but that's part of the game. And then he hits Oliver for that touchdown. And, man, did US just erupt in that?
Oh, yeah. Then we're off, man. Like, everyone's just feeling good. And again, like, if it's Wentz versus Burrow, obviously it's a different game. I thought our defense would give up a few more points. Like the Bengals offense is pretty good.
Yeah.
They got talent there, obviously, at the wideout positions, the running back,
Yeah.
missing their starter, but even Jake Browning's been around the block. I thought he'd put a few in the end zone, but defense stood tall, and I mean, that was fun to watch. So, yeah, offensively, again, I'll go back to Wentz. Good, not great. There's some open touchdowns he missed. Like, I think it was Hawkinson on a wheel route.
Yeah.
He had that one. It was a tough throw, but Thielen was diving for it, just about pulled it in one-handed. But so he had some open guys that, would have been nice to see him hit. Didn't hit him. Didn't hurt us, but that's where, again, I've seen some overreactions on social media where people are like, it's Wentz's team now, and I disagree with that. I think Wentz is a good backup.
Yeah.
He's going to start next week, which great. Let's build on this against the Steelers. But when JJ's ready, which JJ's traveling to Europe, so I think come Cleveland game, might be time to get back to JJ, get the ball in his hands, and we'll see what happens. And I mean, it's the type of thing. Wentz is a professional. He gets his role on the team.
Yes.
If he gets benched for JJ and JJ goes out and first half against the Browns, let's say he's starting and he struggles, maybe we do see Wentz come back in. I don't know. I don't think you want to see musical chairs at the quarterback position, but we'll see.
I like the fact that Wentz got the nod for next week. I think he played exactly like we wanted him to play.
Absolutely.
He came out there. He played turnover-free football. He put us in position to score, and we scored, which I think is huge.
Well,
the fact that we scored some touchdowns this week.
Well, and just talking about the turnover battle, which we've struggled this year, the first couple of games, I've seen a stat like KOC is like a 91% win percentage when they win the turnover battle.
Yeah.
So that's a pretty crucial element of the game that, again, I know JJ's young and just getting his feet wet, and he'll get there. But that's got to be a focus. Make sure you're taking care of the ball. So fun to see Wentz. And beyond Wentz, man, we got the running game going. Jordan Mason, man, I think we got RB1 here, man. Like, he's looking great.
I mean, watching him run, especially going into that second half, it appeared, no doubt in my mind, that he is our running back one moving forward.
It felt like every run he was breaking a tackle.
Yeah.
Like, you got to have two guys taking him down, minimum, or he's just going to run through you. And he's not going to run away from you. Like, he's not going to break an 80-yarder, which that's fine.
Yeah,
he had I think his long was 20 or 25 yards.
Yeah, 24, I think.
Great.
But yeah, it goes for 116, 2 touchdowns, a career high for the guy.
7.7 yards a carry, I think.
And for us, that's what we want. Especially with Wentz in there. And I think as JJ comes back, we need to lean on that running game and young legs, young strong legs.
Oh my gosh.
Jordan Mason has.
Feed him.
I think we just continue to feed that guy. It was nice to see when we got in the red zone that we gave him the ball.
Yep.
That I think that's one thing in the first 2 games that I think we kind of missed out a little bit on, was just the fact that we can pound in the red zone now because we.
Well, and one other reason, let's talk about it. Christian Darrisaw, man.
Dude,
I mean,
capital letters on my notes.
I already knew he was a top 3 tackle. He's number 1, man. Like, the difference he made.
Yes.
Like, Trey Hendrickson, not a slouch, man. He's probably top 5 D end, and I think he had 1 tackle going against Darrisaw. He had 1 tackle.
Yeah.
I mean, the guy.
He changed the offensive line. Yes,
absolutely,
100% for the Vikings. I mean,
Donovan Jackson played better because of it.
Yeah.
The O-line looked great outside of our center. Juergens, I didn't think it would be as big a deal as it was, but I think he had like 4 penalties.
Yeah.
Missed a few blocks. He struggled. Again, getting Ryan Kelly back healthy, hopefully this week, maybe next, but it'd be great to get, the full slate of offensive line starters in there to see what they can do. Because I think we're going to be as good as we had hoped. We just got to get everyone healthy.
Well, yeah, and I think if you watch that game, I mean, compared to our first 2 games, if you watch that game when Wentz goes back to pass, he is not flinching on his blind side because Darrisaw has got him covered. I mean,
there's no pressure coming, man.
Where I think we saw some pretty wide eyes from JJ, especially as he got his first kind of couple big NFL hits there.
Big time. And that's just like we talked about the other weeks, man. You can't let your young quarterback take those hits. Like, that's just going to dilute his confidence, and you just got to be better. And, Justin School, he's our backup for a reason. And,
So
it's the drop off between Darisaw and Justin School is just massive.
Yeah, it's me versus Justin Jefferson.
Right.
I mean, maybe not to that extreme, but but I just think I hope JJ watching that realized like this is what it could be.
Absolutely.
The last 2 weeks is what it wasn't for him, obviously, but having Darisaw out there, oh my gosh, that guy is he's a difference maker.
It was amazing.
Yeah, it was awesome to watch. But what was truly awesome to watch was Isaiah Rodgers making history. History was made yesterday. And
it was unreal, man.
That guy, I mean, just number one, what a great guy. I listened to him talk after the game. I listened to a couple interviews. Like, what a great leader on your team. But to go out there, take an INT to the house, take a fumble to the house, which how he got that fumble, like watching the game.
Stripped it and like recovered it. It just bounced right into his arms.
Punched it out, caught it. Like, everybody watching the game thought the play was still moving forward. He's up and gone. That was amazing.
Well, he's laying on the ground. You're kind of like, and then he just gets up and runs with the ball. So I will admit, on the pick six, I was there yesterday with my oldest son, and we go on defense, and I quick ran up right before the drive started to grab him. You needed a hot dog, whatever. So I arms full of popcorn, hot dogs, sodas, whatever. And so I like making my way out. Luckily, I was like on the mezzanine there, so I could see the field. And so I saw the interception. I think I lost half the popcorn, spilled my soda. Felt bad for the US Bank Stadium folks having to probably clean up my mess there. But it just place exploded. It was great.
Oh my gosh! And then our defense, 5 turnovers, 3 sacks.
Well, and even so. I remember looking at the clock at the 2-minute warning. We're up by 14.
Yeah.
So and the Bengals are like in plus territory. So I'm thinking, okay, like let's hold them to a field goal. It's still a 2-possession lead, but they're getting the ball. So I'm thinking they're trying to go 2 for 1 here.
Halftime as well.
Yeah, they're going 2 for 1, and then the fumble. And even on the pick, I want to call out Harrison Smith again. Got the tipped ball. Like I said, the guy's just always around the ball. Amazing to have him back. He's such a ball hawk. But then, Rodgers just, being opportune with the ball when it comes around him and getting that pick six, the fumble. And then, again, it goes from 17-3 with 2 minutes to go in the second quarter. Halftime, it's 34-3.
Yeah.
And then it's over.
It's crazy how fast that swung in that short amount of time in that game. And just watching it, like you said, watching it, you kind of felt like, oh man, the Bengals, this is their chance to kind of move back in. And then
it just kept turning it over. It was amazing to watch our defense do that.
Yeah, just that first half defense was literally one of the greatest performances that I think I've ever seen it.
And guys again, we're turning over guys that don't turn it over. Like Jamar Chase fumbled the ball. I mean, it's just we're turning it over off guys that are legit players. And then end of the half, man, we got to touch on it. Will the Thrill from 62, and it was good from 70. I'm sorry, that was just a monster kick.
That guy is such a gem to our team.
Oh man,
watching him go out there with the confidence that he has, the confidence that KOC has instilled in him, and us as fans, it's almost like there's no question in our minds.
That's just it. You expect he's going to make every kick. Yeah. Even on the extra points, man, we've just been in extra point purgatory for 10, 15, 20 years. And really ever since they moved the extra point back, it feels like we have been so inconsistent.
Yeah.
And he's just drilling them. Like, you never think he's going to miss an extra point.
Yeah.
It's just amazing to watch that guy go out and operate the way he does.
Well, yeah, to hit a 62-yarder at the end of the half there. Just what excitement that brings.
Oh my gosh.
Have a kicker we have confidence in as Vikings fans. That is the unicorn. That is the needle in the haystack. That is the leprechaun. Like, we have been waiting for this. And
watching the replay, man, he was just, him and Ryan, right? They're just jacked. It's so great. Man.
Yeah, exactly. And then, the whole, I feel like the whole special teams spot, I heard KOC shout him out yesterday in his end of game speech in the locker room, but I just felt like all around our special teams was on point.
Got to shout out Miles Price again, man. Again, just it's the little things, but he's catching the ball and getting positive yards every time.
Absolutely.
Like he understands, like, don't run 10 yards backwards, catch the ball, get upfield.
Yeah.
Like, because it's really like when you're trying to make those long returns, which obviously if he ran one back 80 yards, I'm going to be jacked about that.
Yeah.
But when you're kind of looping back and then, like, that's where you get the blocks in the back, the holdings, where it's like, you just want to get upfield, get 5 yards, 10 yards, whatever it is. Like, break one, sure. But you want to get upfield, avoid the penalties, and above all else, just catch the ball. And,
Yep. Totally.
Again, it feels a lot like Marcus Sherrill's back there right now, where you always knew he was going to catch it, get a few yards. And obviously, Marcus, he broke a few, so be nice to see. Miles Price, it's coming.
It's coming.
It's just great to see him back there, confidence and feeling the ball.
I don't doubt.
Feels
it's
great.
coming. Well, hey, I want to touch on this a little bit, and I just want to kind of throw this at you. 53 rushing yards yesterday for the Bengals. 3 yards for their running back, Chase Brown.
How many did you end up with?
I was kind of thinking in my mind.
Sorry, would you say Chase Brown? What did he end up with? 30?
Three rushing yards.
Three
total rushing. He had a couple catches, so he did get some fantasy points for those of you guys who have Chase Brown, which I do have Chase Brown in one of my leagues. So was not rooting for him at all, but
we got a hedge.
So I guess as I was watching that game and watching that defense, it just kind of made me wonder, did we need to get kicked in the face a little bit against the Falcons? Did Flores need to get that kind of wake-up call that the rushing attack is going to be a problem if we don't address it? And it seems like he went into the last week, and that was the focus, and boy, were they dialed. Now, getting Hitman back, I think, was a big boost, big motivation, kind of hyped up the team a little bit.
And Ginkle back, Ginkle
back in there was huge, absolutely. But I also think, sometimes we need to get kicked in the chops a little bit to help us realize where our soft spots are, especially on defense. And
that D-line, man, did they just dominate yesterday. Yeah. Like, again, Jonathan Grenard, amazing.
I don't think
how many plays did he make yesterday that they're running away from him? He just runs around the left tackle and just tackles the guy for a loss. Just gets around him, makes a tackle on the opposite side of the field. It's just amazing, like, the level of effort they're putting in right now.
Well, I saw something, somebody was talking about Flores' defense, and that's kind of part of the plan is, like, keep chasing. Because what we want, and this is where Dallas Turner, I think, just eats out there. Because he just keeps moving, and he waits for those guys to get caught, make that turn, and then he's right there to slam them. I think Dallas Turner is making a big jump, which we've talked about already. I just think he's making a big jump. What's his name?
Well, and when you think about the run
Rodriguez?
Levi Drake Rodriguez,
just stepped in yesterday.
And,
he is
totally underrated guy.
Such a force in the middle. And then I can't speak enough high praises of Grenard. I just think he is such a valuable piece to that defense. He makes that defense go. And like you said, it's the effort, it's the little things, it's the continue to chase the plays. That guy, we are lucky to have him. He's a great leader for that defense.
Well, and just back to the run game, though, being able to stop the run game on first down sets up your ability to make plays.
Yeah.
Like when they're in second and long, third and long, we got the guys to pin our ears back and go with the quarterback.
Yeah.
So, and then we got the guys on the ball hawks on the backside to make the plays when the quarterback's feeling pressure, makes a rush throw.
Yes.
So that was great to see that. Like we talked about that last week after the Falcons game, where when you're in second and 2, third and 1, like the offense can run anything. But when you're putting them in second and 11, third and 8, that's crucial to being able to do what our defense wants to do and do what we do best.
Yeah, and I think you're spot on there. I think that's what our defense does best. When we have longer third and 9, third and 14. I mean, that's where our defense feasts. And yesterday was a Thanksgiving Day tradition for our defense.
Yep.
I mean, everything that we wanted to happen defensively, I think, happened that game, including what you said to start before we even started recording. Isaiah Rodgers. I mean, what was his? It was
PFF had him at 99.9, which is a perfect grade out, which has never happened.
Great. Never happened in NFL history. Happens.
Because even like the big splash play is great. He had that long pass breakup in the end zone, like early in the game. I mean, he was everywhere. He looked just amazing.
when I was watching that with my son, my son, he gets football, but he's like, man, that guy should have caught that ball. And I said, because I think it was Higgins. It was Higgins in the end zone, right?
Mm-hmm.
And he goes, he should have caught that ball. And I said, I think any other guy that would have been on him, he probably would have caught that ball. But Isaiah Rodgers, spotted the ball first, made a great play, and kept him out of the end zone, which is really cool.
Yeah, looked great. I mean, what a fun day at the stadium to watch a guy like that just go at it. It was amazing.
Well, it was the largest deficit that the Bengals have ever been put in their franchise history.
Yeah, that's
48-10. Vikings win. Just what a great response to that last week when we had so many questions, and now I feel like we're coming in with answers again.
We got a lot of answers, but again, it's early, so let's let's get healthy. Well, we got the bye in a few weeks. Got the Euro trip here for the next two.
Well, that's what you said last week was, during this stretch, we want guys to get healthy. We want our players to step up and play, and I think we saw that yesterday in the Bengals game.
And again, just one other to reiterate, Jordan Mason, man, he's RB1.
Yes.
And I mean, talk about an embarrassment of riches at this point at running back. Xavier Scott. Man, does that guy got a quick first step?
He's so.
I love Aaron Jones. Don't get me wrong, and I think it's not like we're gonna, throw him out, but he might be RB3 when he gets back because Xavier Scott looks great. Maybe Aaron Jones is just purely in the passing game. I don't know. Yeah. Ty Chandler, he might be the odd man out because, I mean, it's Mason and Scott right now in my book. They look great. They're both got those young legs. They're a lot of tread on the tires, so. I don't know. I'm pretty happy with our 1-2 punch at running back right now.
Yeah, and it was how was the energy when old Brosmer went under center?
Oh man, and talk about looking great in your NFL debut, man. I think he was 2 for 4, but both incompletions. Thielen dropped a 20-yarder, and I think Xavier Scott dropped the other one. So Brosmer should have been 4 for 4, probably leading a drive down for a touchdown. So Max looked great throwing darts. I mean, I'd love to see him get a few other opportunities in games this year. Blowouts. Where
let's get a couple.
Let's blow a few more teams out and get Max on the field because he looked amazing. So
his confidence
love to see him get more time.
I mean, it seemed like U.S. Bank just it's just.
Oh, when he went out there, place erupted.
And then he goes out there and he has 4 great throws.
It was funny at times because I love how the media crew goes around and. They'll get the place fired up. They're flashing JJ or Rogers or various guys on the jumbo screen, and the place goes nuts. But offense is out there, so the offense is trying to tall a play, and they're showing these guys. Then oh wait, calm down. Stadium was felt a little I don't know, didn't really know what to do.
Yes,
I
don't think anyone knew what to do at that point in time.
It was
that to be the end of the game there. I mean, when you got to keep the crowd entertained,
got to keep them engaged. And I would say little by little the crowd was filtering out. I mean, so it was super fun. Great time to be at the stadium, man. And now we look ahead to the Euro trip, man, because
so we got
two tough games. I mean, the AFC North is tough. The Browns showed yesterday, they can play.
Yeah, let's just remind Packers fans that you lost to the Browns on a game when you.
They did. They lost to the Browns.
Hate to bring that up, but actually, I'd love to bring that.
Couldn't have happened to a better team, right?
But let's talk a little bit about next week. We go to Ireland, against the Steelers. Here's what I took a note of. We're playing against the 2 oldest quarterbacks in the NFL in the next 2 weeks, which I feel like plays into our defense right now.
100%.
I feel like that's a strong suit. So Steelers, what are your kind of thoughts, feelings there as we take on Aaron Rodgers for the 419th time in our Vikings?
Right. Yeah. So the Steelers seem to be struggling in the run game right now. So I think if you're the Vikings, you have to exploit that. Make sure that they are not picking up 3, 4, 5 yards a carry.
100%.
And we saw it last year with Rodgers. He's susceptible to turning the ball over at this point in his career. He's going to try to force some throws. Doesn't quite have the same zip on his ball that he did. So, I think you can get him in situations and bait him into turnovers like Flores did last year. I think he threw 3 picks.
Yeah.
So I think that's what we got to try to do is get to the point where we're pinning our ears back and sending our our dudes at them. You get Turner and Van Ginkel and Grenard, in the game at the same time with Hargrave and Allen. Get all 5 of those guys heading at the quarterback. And yeah, I think that's what I'd like to see happen. But again, it comes with shutting down the run. Steelers D is no joke. So offensively,
we're the top in the NFL.
They're going to have to put a good game plan together.
Yeah.
But it comes back to don't turn it over. If you cannot turn it over, I think you're going to be fine.
That's where my
Wentz, JJ, wherever we're going, Wentz is starting, but if Wentz can be in there, take care of the ball, establish the run, which I think next week will be hard.
Yeah.
But ideally, you get Ryan Kelly back, have the full slate of starting offensive linemen in there. And yeah, I'm excited. It's a test.
Yeah.
Really at this point in the season, I thought we'd be 3-0. That Falcons team, I think that's a bad loss, but we're not going to sit and dwell on that. But you got good teams now, and it's time to show what you're made of. So you got counting the Bengals, we're 3 in a row against the AFC North. So
I think yes, last week was a bad loss against the Falcons, but I think it was also a wake up call for our defense.
For sure.
But for me, it comes down to playing turnover free football against the Steelers. I don't foresee it being another blowout. Would it be awesome? Yeah, but I see it being a tough game, a close game.
Yes.
But I think we play turnover-free football. We force them into some turnovers. Rodgers makes some bad throws. I could see it easily being, 17-10.
Yep.
Maybe.
Yeah, I kind of have it. Maybe a little higher scoring than that, but like a 23-17 kind of game where
I see it being much lower.
See Will the Thrill probably make 2 or 3 field goals, get in the end zone once or twice. But yeah, I think it's going to be a dogfight. So looking forward to it. I don't want to look past them with the Browns, man. Their D looks good, but their offense isn't going to do anything.
Nope. And I think that's our hope right there is that our defense can really continue to just feast on these older quarterbacks. So
if you can get to them, I think when you're 40 or above, I don't think you want to take too many hits. So if you can get to them early a couple of times, you might be doing all right. So
I saw Flacco take off for a run. I think it was last week. Oh man, it was just like, he looks the exact same when he runs, but he's just slower.
He's just somehow slower. Like he was never fast, but he's somehow slower than he was. Yeah, exactly.
All right, we got next week. We got the Steelers, and then we'll be bringing this
bright and early.
Yep, live and direct. Next, hopefully a second Victory Monday in a row. So
let's do it.
All right. As always, Skull family, we skull, you skull, we all skull together. We'll catch you guys next week.
Skull.